In this video, we are going to find the average rate of change of a function over a given interval. And what makes this problem interesting is the fact that we have a rational function. So let's go to our basic formula for finding average rate of change. It is f of b minus f of a over b minus a. In other words, the function value evaluated at the right endpoint minus the function value evaluated at the left endpoint divided by the right endpoint minus the left endpoint. So in this case, 3 is a and 3 plus h is b. So we want to find f of 3 plus h minus f of 3 divided by 3 plus h minus 3. Okay, so again, this is f of b minus f of a over b minus a. Well, now we're actually going to plug in the function. So we're going to take the function, we remove the x value, and we put in the a and the b values. So we have 1 over, remove the x and put in 3 plus h plus the 12. Minus, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to remove the x and we're going to put in the a value, which is 3 plus the 12. All of this is being divided by h, okay? So instead of dividing by, it will be divided by h. Right now we're going to have the 3 plus h minus the 3, which of course the 3's cancel out, so we simply have an h in the denominator. So in the next step, instead of dividing by h, I'm simply going to multiply by 1 over h. So now I can simplify this denominator, 1 over h, 12 plus 3 is 15, minus 12 plus 3 is 15. And as I said, instead of dividing by h, we're going to multiply by 1 over h. All right, now comes the fun part. We have to get common denominators. So with rational functions, the common denominator in most all cases, the common denominator, the least common denominator, will simply be the product of the two denominators. So that would be 15 times h plus 15. So what we need to do is take this first fraction, 1 plus 1 over h 15, and multiply it by the missing factor in the denominator, which is 15 over 15, minus the second fraction and multiply it by this numerator and denominator. And if you're a little bit lost as to what I'm doing here, you may want to go back and review my video on adding fractions. We're just getting a common denominator here. And so multiplying these two together in the numerator, we get 15. And multiplying the denominator, but I'm not really going to multiply, well, I will multiply the denominator. I get 15h plus 225. Over here, 1 times h plus 15 is h plus 15. And 15 times h plus 15 again is 15h plus 225. And of course, in both of these, let's not forget that we're taking this whole quantity and multiplying by 1 over h. It's easy to forget that. Now that we have the common denominators, we simply combine the numerators. So 15 minus h minus 15, the 15's cancel out. We're left with minus h over the least common denominator. And all of that then is being multiplied by 1 over h. The h's now cancel. The minus doesn't go away. That can go with the 1 here. So we have minus 1 over 15h plus 225. And that would be the answer to this problem.